Too early to ask about tomorrow's lineup.
Too early.
Too early. Okay. Everybody come out of last.
Anderson's playing.
Yeah. Okay. Pardon?
Anderson's playing.
Everybody else come out relatively healthy. No Colin White on the ice this morning.
Yeah, no, they'll be fine. Him and Shabbat are fine. Just it'll give him a 1 day of take away some soreness. That's it. But yeah, so we'll see tomorrow. You got to make another tough decision. It's 2 games in a row. I like it.
You do like that, eh?
I don't, but
no, but it gives you the options.
But I don't. But it means that we have depth, so that's good for us. That's something that we haven't had since the beginning of the year. So when you have it, you take it for sure.
Smith coming back down the middle, like how big is that for your center ice position?
Oh, that's huge. We had them play against their best line yesterday, the whole game, and penalty kill. You see, they didn't score. We did really well on it. So yeah, no, it's big. I mean, he's a gritty guy. He's a guy that's really liked in the room. He's got some experience. It's gigantic. It's we've basically Whitey has really developed fast, so that helped us in the short term for sure. But we're still missing Pajot, and so Smitty basically took a lot of those minutes that Pajot was taking as a center. And yeah, so to get his grit back, to get his experience back, his size, his work ethic and all that, it's leadership. So I mean, there's no price on that.
I was there. First period, you were getting beaten up in the circle at the dot. Second period got better. Third period and end of the game. How come?
Matchups and adjustments. Guys get accustomed to players during the game. Like, they've watched the other teams. They know what their guys are good at, but where's the face-off on the left side, on the right side, your D zone, the angle you got to take. There's face-off is such an expertise. It takes a long time for guys to be good at face-offs usually, and the reason why is because it's a very specific expertise, and every time you go to the face-off circle, you have somebody different that decides something different the last second, and so those angles, the weight, everything that where your feet are. Where the other opponent wants to win it, you could see that. So there's so many things that come into play there. That's why usually the guys that are good on face-offs are guys that are older, because they've gotten used to it. They recognize the details, and they're able to be consistent at it.
With the way Brady Tkachuk plays, I'm guessing you obviously want him on the ice as much as possible, but I'm also assuming you didn't have an issue with what he did last night in terms of sticking up for a teammate.
I mean, that's his big brother now. He lives with him.
Called him his landlord.
Yeah, his landlord, he called him. No, I think regardless if it's him or somebody else, you got to stick up for your buddies. When you see things that you don't like, well, you want to see guys stick up for each other, and that's what he did. And it's a game of intimidation. It's a game. There's a physicality involved in there, and I'm certainly really not one of those guys that likes the free fights and all the stuff that used to happen all the time. But there's moments, I think, in a game like that where physicality is taken to a level that there's an answer that's got to come, either verbally or physically, but at least stand up for yourself, stand up for your buddies, and you don't want to be intimidated, and especially when it's somebody on your team and a young guy like that. I think it's pretty impressive that he's able to do that right now, and to show that he's going to be there for his buddies. So, and after that, you saw Borowiecki do the same thing, come in and making sure that the opponent knows that they're not going to step all over us. And I think that was part of the game yesterday, that they saw that we were there and we were physical yesterday. Even Wideman was usually a skilled guy and all that, had some nice checks yesterday, good gapping. So I think it's a real team thing right now that we're trying to get better at, is having great gap with step-ups and physicality, and you get that with confidence, because you know that's the right thing to do at the right time. So physicality for me has many forms, and that was just a small one.
Pittsburgh without Crosby, how different of an animal are they?
We approach him the exact same way. We know he's it's one top player that's not there, but you look at their lineup, they got Malkin on one line, they got Kessel on the other, so it's like approaching any other team. I mean, they're usually a powerhouse team so stacked, and now they're just stacked. So, so between very stacked and stacked, our approach is the same.
Does it make them more dangerous that they're in the position they are, last in the Eastern Conference right now?
We look at them right now, regardless, if they've won or lost a previous game. That's a very, very difficult team to beat, with high-end guys and with a lot of experience and a lot of pride. So we're expecting their very best game tomorrow.
We've talked a lot about Shabbat's offense this year. Are you seeing more signs defensively of being able to contain guys and control?
Big time. Big time. Yesterday he was really good. And he wants it so bad. He wants to be good in all phases of the game right now. So that's where I'm impressed by. His attention to detail is very impressive, and the way he's able to show it too. It's easy to talk about it. It's easy to be aware of it, but to actually do it, it's right now really pleased with his development on both sides of the ice, and he has to deal with really good players. It's not like we're hiding him now, and he's having to play with against really good players on a consistent basis. And of course at home it's great because we can get the matchups that we want. But if you look at Lajoie and him, I think they're progressing real fast on both sides of the ice, and we need it, and that's why we're able to win games. It's because we're basically right now these kids are accelerating the normal process to the maximum. That's as fast as I've seen players grow, to be honest with you. So credit to them. They're engaged. They're paying attention to details, and they want the right things, and that's why they're getting the right results.